Hi there, viewers and gamers alike out there, and welcome back for more of Gacha Memories, the visual novel, and we are going to do Kuku's route. So yes, Kuku's route, and this is episode 14. We did Naomi's route already, so thank you very much. Hooray! It's over. Woohoo! Let's go. It's morning. I groggily open my eyes, wincing in pain because of my still bruised left arm. So I guess I'll be stuck on Earth for a while, huh? I try not to think much about it, but it's hard. Before all that, my life was pretty normal, boring, but most of all, lonely. Because no school near home had spots left, I was forced to rent an apartment and study away. What? Bad writing. But after the whole corruption incident, I had gotten used to frequently hang out in Looniverse. And I made constant use of my powers to visit wherever I wanted, who I wanted, but more importantly, hang out with my friends. It will be lonely, even if it's just for a small time, to not be able to hear Looney ramble about ducks, Lilith's innuendos, Mitsuko's teasing, or even going on adventures with Ellie. I still feel like I should have stayed and helped, but now it's too late to do that. I'm getting depressed. I need to go to school. I slowly get up. Yes, and it's high school. Wincing again because of my damaged arm as I took a sitting position. I looked at the table I always leave my smartphone on. Must be rather early, but it didn't ring yet. Let's see. 6 o'clock. Plenty of time to get myself ready. I'll need it with my arm in that state. New messages? Of course. I smile fondly at the senders' names. Ellie, Lilith, Looney, and Mitsuko. I click on Ellie's. She's saying, "Don't worry, we will be back on our adventures in no time, and you better get some gems when I see you again, and stay away from danger or I'll be mad. I'll miss you." That's Ellie, alright. The last part was all the way to the bottom of the text box. Oh, Ellie, try to be more honest with yourself. I'll miss you too, my cute little companion. A message from Looney. I'll give my all for this, for you, for everyone. I may normally be a slacker, but on this I'll not fail, I'll assure you. Alright. Of course, Looney, I'll be sure to give you a reward for your efforts. With a duck. But don't overwork yourself. That's a message from Lilith. She's saying, "Sorry I couldn't give my goodbyes yesterday and I was away. But have those as a little see you soon gift. Take care." Let me guess. She sent an attached file. There are some attached files. What is it? No. What do I do with those? Well, I'll keep them for now. I'm going to throw them in the trash. Really now, Lilith? I know you're a succubus, but still. I'll take a closer look later, but most importantly, I'll throw them in the trash. I shake my red face before trying to forget about it and open Mitsuko's message. She's saying I'll be staying here and helping those three out, and so don't worry, and I won't be lonely when we meet again. Awesome. I smile at her message. Yeah, I'll look forward to it, Mitsuko. Thanks, ladies. This all cheered me up considerably. With much more vigor, I get up from bed to start my preparations for the day. This arm will be a small hindrance, but nothing I can't manage. For them, I'll be sure to stay as much out of danger as possible. With that said, I went off to prepare myself for school, and after I was finished taking care of business, I set off for a regular day. It's no use. I can't pay attention. She's telling me, the teacher's telling me the second, teaching me about history. A revision of upcoming exams, which will be mostly about the world wars. Even so, I'm unable to pay attention. Sighing, I look down at my notebook. If anything, I'm at least taking notes, but taking notes doesn't mean anything if you can't digest the information due to being depressed. In other words, even if they are assuring me everything will be alright, and even if I place my faith on them, it doesn't stop me from feeling guilty, you know? To pass the time, I decided to doodle. Ellie, to be specific. That particular page is filled to the brim with little, cheerful, and badly drawn fairies. It seems it was to become a habit to draw people I know when I'm bored or depressed. The last time this happened, I made a bad doodle of Aoi riding a wave like a surfer. Surfer Aoi, 6 stars. The only difference is that she carries a surfboard, still shy as ever. Hooray! I put her in a nice swimsuit if I knew how to draw one. And I thought my drawing is bad because it is. My bad doodles aside, I should at least feel glad that the girls themselves won't be in danger while Looney constantly blows herself up in experiments. But other than that, as long as she doesn't do anything crazy, I should not to worry about them so much. Currently finishing a drawing of Ellie holding a stereotypical fairy wand. I start thinking about what to do now. I guess I know someone's calling out my name. I could just go back to being the neat like before, blowing my savings on gacha games and questionable DLCs for computer games. I mean, it's not like I didn't do anything else before, but at this point it's either that or become a champion of justice on this world, which would go completely against their wishes, not to mention land me in a mountain of trouble I have no wish to get involved with. I feel hands on my shoulders. Really? Who? Ah! Ow! Got startled. Moved my arm. Hurt. My arm. Moved my hurt arm. I'm a righty, not a lefty. What? Is my intelligent reply as I desperately try to get my heart rate down to normal. Hero, savior of the universe, which is the ultimate Arkham universe as well, including... Yeah, and once again, this game is rated T for teens, so this is for ages 14 and up, or 13 and up. Whichever works. Defeated by cardiac arrest. Just give me a moment. I take a deep breath to calm myself down and look at them. Aoi, Kuku, what's up? Wait. Weren't we in the middle of class? What? I thought we still had at least half an hour. I look around, and to my amazement, the class is empty, save for us three. How didn't I notice that? What the? I guess I spaced out more than I thought. I let out a nervous laugh at the ladies from high school look at me with a deadpan stare. Oops. Anyway, is something wrong? They normally only approach me when they need help with something after all. What happened to my arm? I looked down at the sling, and the fact that my arm was covered in bandages, although it was mostly to hide the purple color. I underestimated a monster and ended up getting hurt. Now, how do I answer that when Kuku answered me that, huh? It's a different type of monster. It can cause wounds that can't be healed by magic, but don't worry. It's nothing truly bad. I just needed to let it heal normally. As long as Looney keeps her promise, then I don't have to worry about those two coming to harm, right? The two of them looked at each other in concern, although it seemed like they are more worried about me than themselves. Anyway, what's up? So you're always telling me that Kuku saw me depressed and wanted to cheer me up, huh? Really, Kuku? I look at her, but she just looks away with a red face. Wow, I'm touched, really. Actually managed to put me above Kugari Senpai, really? Oh, wow. Kuku actually is more concerned about me than helping out Kugari? I mean, I know her normal personality is that of a nice, caring, young woman, but still, from high school, nice and caring female. Of course. Her crazy self is just a result of her being corrupted during that incident. I smile at her. Thanks for the concern, Kuku, but I'm fine, really. She suddenly put her hands on my shoulders and squeezed them softly. She then retreated her hands, but continued to look at me with a smile on her face. I can notice her hands trembling, like she is making an effort to hold something back. Milkshakes, huh? I could sure go for something sweet now, but... Kuku, she is trembling. I can feel a weird energy coming from her. Her smile is still in place, but it looks more stray now, and her eyes... A red light is threatening to overcome them. Wow, I can tell by the words she is that her yonderousness is showing inside. She is obviously struggling. My guess is that her crazy side is going, well, crazy at putting someone else above Kugari, and Kuku is suffering for it. I could try sending healing energy into her. It would probably be relaxing, but that would mean we would need to hold hands on the majority of the time. Or I could simply offer to help her out again with Kugari. That might make her feel better, even if it might mean enforcing her crazy persona. Hang out with Kuku and Aoi. I can see Kuku starting to sweat, so I softly reached my hand out to her. Well, touching her fingers seems to snap her out of her daze, but she looks at me with a questioning face. After all, she doesn't realize I'm a star being, of course. I could send like the healing wave magic to calm her soul. Especially, yes. They're looking at me with a gaze look that I am not a starving, that this is my other form with blue hair, you know. Oh, come on, you know me. Not the Geno form. Well, you seem like you were struggling with something, so I looked at Kuku with an apologetic glance. I moved my hand back, and although slightly better, Kuku seemed to start struggling again. A little issue made you feel better, but what? She looked uncertain now, but still determined to ignore her senpai urges. I can't help it. I smile at her. I really wish I could help her. Thanks, Kuku. It must be hard for you to deal with that. Here. I offer my hand to her. I can keep healing you so you don't have to force yourself, but this time I blushed. We'll need to hold hands. If we do that, there will be rumors? Well, I forgot about that, but I know I'm kind of new to this school, even though Aoi then started giggling at Kuku's red face. What? Wait! I have no idea what's going on. Aoi said that while pointing to Kuku's head before turning and walking away. Yeah, we're now both alone. What? It somehow went from trying to cheer me up and Kuku being stuck together. I can imagine a badly managed scene when I close my eyes. I guess it's just us two then? Well, here, take my hand. It may be embarrassing, but you won't have to struggle to keep your sanity. I like pink very much, you know? That's a very good question. Tell me, Kuku, have you ever played stealth games? You know, stealth. Time to put my neatness to use. Her hand is rather warm. We did it without being watched. We somehow managed to slip past all students and arrive at this road. Now we are following the UGPS to the commercial district. I kept the stained areas on the map in mind, though, as I didn't want to endanger Kuku. Now, this has nothing to do with Soul on Kuku's route. So, however, but it does involve with her other personality, her yandere personality, which is her corrupt self, or corrupted self. She was giggling at the silliness of sneaking out of school while on the lookout for any possible gossipers. In the end, we had to jump over a school wall, which was quite easy to do considering, actually, even with my damaged arm. I don't know why I expect big people to be on the lookout for us. She giggles cheerfully. She still had her hand on mine. And because I was still healing her, she was able to enjoy herself without having to worry. Well, what can I say? It's because of that I got to meet everyone. Yeah, attention Attention children, playing too much will eventually have you sucked into a portal. Right. She sure is pretty different when not affected by her condition. Wow, that sure was fast. It didn't take long at all for us to arrive. Alright. Whoa, don't pull! Whoa! Whoa! This is a date, isn't it? No matter how you look at it. Two teens of the opposite sex trotting around hand in hand, it's definitely a date. Unless people think we are siblings, but we look nothing alike. Because we don't. Of course, I can imagine Kuku that looks like Luca Megurine from the Project Diva games of Hatsune Miku. So, I can imagine that she kind of looks like a Vocaloid with the school uniform. Of course, in Japan, the females always address your last name, perhaps, or maybe your first name, because they take that as a, how do I say, they put it into practice, and saying those words, saying it like your last name first, then your first name last. I know it's kind of like backwards of the opposite, but it's true. We approached a popular fashion place and Kuku began to slow down. Kuku stopped in front of a store, one with some rather beautiful dresses, I might say. So, she said she used to come here with your friend Aoi a lot. So she walked around most of the time chatting and doing window shopping. So you used to imagine yourselves in those dresses and it was a lot of fun, a lot of fantastic adventure. Thanks. I almost said it. You can't say F-U-N anymore because it's illegal. Because where is that, huh? There's no such thing as saying that word which is illegal. The ridiculous, stupid empire. Yes, and we're still, whether the deadline is passed or not, I don't know. I really don't know anymore. Kuku was smiling, but I could feel a melancholic air coming from her. When was the last time you came here? It was the day before you got teleported to that world, and ever since then? So Kuku then shook her head and smiled at me. Right! Kuku then dragged me towards somewhere else. It was an ice cream parlor. Yay! Ooh, I want to try out a milkshake. Yes! Milkshakes for everybody in the chat! Woohoo! The inside was pretty normal, but it had a rather comfortable atmosphere. I looked around and oh my gosh, most of the people here are couples! Whoa! Kuku and I were still hand in hand. She pulled me towards one of the tables where we sat facing each other. Oh, yes. But you are the one who got cheered up. That face is too much for me to take. I avert my eyes, certainly that a blush is covering my own. It's not like you're the only one having a great time, you know. Didn't take long for the waitress to arrive and ask our order. Kuku ordered strawberry and I went with simple vanilla, size large. I do? I feel better? Thanks. Well, Thanks, I'm glad I came with you. There's not even a trace of the Yandere that I first meet during my adventure. Aoi did mention that her personality is originally that of a sweet, young woman. Take that! Huh? To think that corruption would affect her so deeply, even the Kuku I summoned was no trace of her original personality. Yeah, and all my videos are... Yeah, why to say Nintendo is not for kids? Oh, come on! But sadly, those people who are at the Empire don't know anymore the Kappa laws. But I'm glad that I can at least help her be able to enjoy herself more. Soon enough our milkshakes arrive, but now there's a problem. I can't move my left arm without wincing. Kuku resolved that problem by linking her arm with mine as we exited the store to continue our outing. That allowed me to both drink my shake and continue sending energy to Kuku. No matter how you look at it, why, we look like a loving couple. I'm pretty sure I'm blushing even as I enjoy the shake. Still, I enjoyed myself immensely, and I can tell that Kuku did as well. Even when we parted ways, she still looked cheerful. Thanks to her and Aoi, I was able to take my mind off things. I will miss them, and I will probably occasionally worry if they are safe or not, but surely in time we will see each other again. This is her other personality, her Yandere personality, or which is called Dark Kuku. However, she doesn't realize where I come from. Of course, I come from this planet Earth, but doesn't realize where I'm really from. I wouldn't be surprised if she was a mind reader, and she would definitely get a hint. Yes, this Dark Kuku character shares with one body, two minds, one body, and their personality is, she may sound friendly with a yandere feel, but she's kind of like a protector of lover and justice with the ability to destroy and with blades. Oh my. Yeah. I never said I own her. She's thinking this. Her other personality is thinking way. Is jumping too hard on conclusions. Her yandere personality wants Kugari Senpai so much. Is the one she only wanted, and not the original Kuku. Rejecting our true feelings? Well, she always disliked your personality, of course. Oh my. Boy, She doesn't give the time and much of freedom for of her original self, and she wants to take full control of this and take over. Wow, you would dominate him because wouldn't you say Earth and Fire share a symbolic relationship? At a deserted Shinto shrine that's located near your house? A Shinto shrine in America is already something incredibly weird, and when you found out that people visited to leave information about unfaithful scumbags they thought were in love with their lives? Wow. I guess that's why they call it a lesson in love. I guess that's how Kurumitoki Saki felt. Well, first, it was Shadow Glitter Lucky how she felt. Then it was Kurumitoki Saki. And now there's Zatsune Miku. And now the other Shadow Glitter character, Shadow Glitter Hope or Dark Glitter Hope, whichever works best. And somehow it evolved into an urban legend of the Slayer. Really? You are called Slayer? So you mostly beat them an inch of their lives? Wow. It's so you like, oh yes, Zeranar Batman. So you get no control, you get no hope, you get Batman. Only this time, this is the type of Zeranar character out of Batman of Zer-and-Ah. So she carries out her divine justice. Make it yours, Kuku. Make it yours. My mood is much, much better today than it was around this time yesterday. Thanks to Aoi and Kuku, I feel motivated. I'm feeling motivated to continue living my normal life, even if it means staying here without doing anything. Actually, not really. Those last days I was not busy with the incidents. I was mostly keeping those two company. Speaking of Kuku, she is the one I actually got closer during this time. Sure, me and Aoi got along well, but knowing everything that is going on with Kuku, I kind of went out of my way to help her. And now I feel the closest with her. And Aoi seems to actually like this. Kuku, the second person I meet that was inflicted with the corruption. Her personality completely warped to match that of a stereotypical yandere. After defeat, she seemed to go back to normal. But after I returned to school, I could see that she was still as obsessed as ever over Kugari, although not as violently as her full corrupted form. I had thought that was her normal personality, and it didn't really think much over it. However, those past days with her had been very insightful of the real Kuku. She is sweet, kind, and very determined. Her corruption side effects seems to have greatly amplified her determination, but also gave her obsessive tendencies on a very unhealthy level. I spent the night after our date yesterday searching the web about conditions similar to hers. Dissociative identity disorder, also known as DID. So dissociative identity disorder, or also is known as multiple personality disorder. Okay, so it's kind of bipolar a little bit. Seems to be what Kuku is suffering from, although in this case the cause is more fantastical in origin than pure psychological. In short, it's a disorder that gives people a personality besides their original one. This personality has a distinct personality and may even have a name for themselves. Someone with this condition can also suffer from amnesia. Of course, this is what I found out from the internet. I have no way to know what Kuku really suffers from with this until I personally ask her about it. What do I know so far? However, Kuku lost all her friends except Aoi because of her uncontrollable behavior. She also seems to hate herself, or at least her other personality, and greatly miss the time she was normal. Also, whenever she is normal, she is afraid of thinking or even talking about Kugari directly, possibly being afraid of triggering her personality change. What is more, she seems aware of those changes, and that is disturbing. Some people suffering from DID have amnesia when the second personality takes over, but from what I've seen, poor Kuku, the original, is perfectly aware of her second personality and how it slowly ruined her social life. And I don't even know if it affected her personal life as well. I want to help her. By the gods, I want to. I don't know how, but I have at least one very important lead. My healing energy seems to soothe her and generally calm the storm clouds in her mind. I should invest in this because I like Kuku. I think we are going to stop here for the time being, and don't you worry, we are going to continue to pick up from where we left off, and thank you guys for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and tell me, what do you guys think of Gacha Memories, the visual novel? Do you like it or hate it? Mash that like button or share this video if you guys love this visual novel for the first time, or the novel games like this, because this is my first time doing a visual novel Let's Play. And this is Alliance Teen. So once again, this is Leo Wolverine saying and speaking as always as your friendly neighborhood spider cop and your Master Chief, who takes chances making mistakes and getting messy like peanut butter and chocolate or breakfast for dinner. When the going gets tough, the job gets it done for a breath of fresh air in Leo's Let's Plays Alliance, and this is Alliance Teen, ages 13 and up, or 14 and up. Godspeed, play safe, and shalom. Remember to fight with honor, love, truth, and justice. And see you guys next time for more of Gacha Memories, the visual novel.